Aver versus JC actually going down. It continues to remind us that there are significant battles left that we want to see. I said this to a couple bloggers, and I said to Holla too a couple weeks ago. I said, "Yo, Hitman versus Mook is so good, and yet it's gonna also hurt the culture." What do I mean by that? It's so good because it's, to me, it's the biggest battle remaining as far as grudge, as far as history, two god tiers. It could change some of the rankings between them. The outcome of this battle, there's a lot of tie-ins to it. The history it's just it's Hitman Holla and Murder Mook. Like you kind of need a combination of like just five people in battle rap, and depending on which mix you're making, matches you're making, those are the biggest joints. It's gonna be a combination including probably Holla, Mook, Lux, maybe Cassidy and some of them, and Surf. Right. And there's another tier that's like right there on their heels. And I don't got to try to say those names because if I miss any, yo, you forgot this person. But you know what I mean when I say like these are the biggest draws and they have some of the biggest prints on battle rap history. Hitman, Mook, Lux, Cassidy is still Cassidy. Hate him or love him. I got the numbers to prove it. I think it's it might be the biggest battle rap stream in battle rap. Cassidy versus Hitman. You know what I'm saying? Like we could put the numbers, we could talk people. If behind the scenes you want to hit me up, we could discuss it, from a business standpoint. I'm not competing. So um Cassidy and Surf. You know what I'm saying? And if you mix and match those guys for the most part, now I know some of them got other big battles outside of that group, and I'll get to that. But once that battle is over, you know, once you get to the end game, normally you cut the video game off. You get it? If I see Hitman versus Mook, and then if I see Daylight versus Lux, right? If I saw those battles 7 years ago, what it does is it raises my anticipation. Oh, what else? What else? What else is going on? 7 years ago, that's what those two battles does for me. It takes battle rap, it moves it up, which is what Hitman and Mook does and will do. It takes battle rap as a whole culture and industry. It moves it up, right? And then battles like that will leave it there for a certain period of time. Like, let's say if you got like a Summer Madness 2, it takes battle rap, it moves it up a notch, and it leaves it there for a certain amount of time. And what do I mean by leaving it there? Meaning that the way that the industry looks at it, media, bloggers, people's views are up, people's recap numbers is doing better, people's Twitter and social media engagement is up, the battlers are making more money, the YouTube views are greater, the pay-per-view sales are greater, there's more people in the building, right? But that's like years ago. Now, because of the space of battle rap, right? Some of these areas dwindling, whether it's certain leagues, certain platforms, certain league owners, certain battlers. There's dwindling areas. There's other areas that I think is like I love seeing Bags and Bodies, TBL, Chrome, Trenches. These are areas that is just like, oh no, 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 no. We pushing this back up. You know what I'm saying? But there's still a bunch of areas that are dwindled and got weaker and fell off or fell back or retired, whatever, right? And those are all very impactful. If you don't get URL back in the game operating as URL, it's a big. If you don't get King of the Dot back in the game operating as King of the Dot, it's a big thing. I don't even want to mention RBE. I'm It's not about me right now. You see what I'm saying? No, regardless of who's outside, right? So when Hitman and Mook actually happens, it's going to be like, instead of like 7 years ago or 5 years ago, where you could take it, you could put it up there and it stays there for the next 7 months because of the energy of that alone got everybody battle rapped out. The vibe and where battle rap as an arena is today, it'll be like a temporary high. It could be like a crackhead. Like you got to keep coming back every 10 minutes because you're chasing the high. So we're going to put Hitman and Mook, we're going to put the culture up here. And in today's state, it might say, it's here. And then a month later is back here. And it's just like, now, if you can't get it back to here, if you could only take it from here and now put it back here, That's you see what I'm saying? It's like being here, right? And then you go boop. Like every 2 steps you take up, you take 3 down. Then you take 2 up again, and you take 3 down. Then you take 2 up again, then you take 3 down. You see what I'm saying? Now that's also a factor that we have to pay attention to as far as the biggest battles that are left. And I'm going to go there now. So the biggest battles that are left, I'm going to freestyle this to the best of my ability. And then I'm going to come to the chat and see if y'all can help me. Hitman and Mook. Lux and Daylight. Cassidy and Rex. Easy to Block Captain versus Sue Surf. Sue Surf versus Murder Mook. Sue Surf versus Goods. Sue Surf versus Math Hoffa. K-Shine versus New Jersey Twerk. Hitman Holla versus New Jersey Twerk. Loaded Lux versus Hitman. I'm going to start mixing in battles that are smaller, but we still want to see. Big K versus Av. Jazz versus Misfit. Why not? Why not? Can we finally see it? How about Hustle versus Easy? Briz versus Mook. Still, yes, y'all will pay for it. Still, yes, y'all will. I'm gonna look at the chat. I'm not looking over there for a reason. This is genuine. Goods versus Big K. Ill Will versus Mook. That's not the first tier. These some of these I said about 3 battles that are not in the same that God tier that really does like what Hitman and Mook does. Did I miss any for Mook? For Mook, I already said Surf. I said Briz. We got him in Holla. For Lux, I said Holla. I said Daylight. Lux and B Dot. A B Dot return still with Lux. Yep, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. People will still watch Lux and JC. Yes, they will. Don't ask for an Averb versus Hitman rematch. It's never gonna happen. That would be one though. All right, so I just did the Mook. I just did the Lux again. Now I'm trying to use each person and then do it that way. Hitman already said Lux. We got him and Mook. We said him and Twerk. Hitman versus who? Who else? That's like mega. I'm going a little blank. Let me go to Cassidy. I already said Rex. Cassidy and John would people would absolutely pay for it at this point because of all the controversy. Yes. So Cassidy definitely got minimum 2 that I think could be mega if it's promoted the right way and put together the right way. Yep, Rex and John both for Cass, absolutely. Now let me go to Surf. I said Surf and Math. I said Surf and Goods. I said Surf and Mook. I said Surf and Easy. Surf might want a Lux rematch. Are y'all here for it? I'd watch it. It's not mega to me though. I already said 2 for the ladies, right? That made sense to me. That's still big deals. Would y'all want to see Math and Diz? Probably not. I'm starting to lose. I'm losing. I said K-Shine Twerk. I said Briz and Cal. I'm losing. All right, let me come over here. All right, somebody said Hollow. I see Hollow versus Chef Trez coming up. That's a dope matchup. Did it break the internet? No, it didn't. People wanted to see the freestyle and the rebuttal factor of those 2 guys. It is such a great battle that we are going to get a chance to see. But I'm talking about, think about the context of the topic that I was just saying before I got into the matchups, you know? And I don't know if Hollow has any of those. right now. Can some of those still be created? Hollow is hollow. I just don't know if Hollow has any like everybody stop what you're doing matchups right now. That if it was announced right now, everybody be like, finally. I don't know if he has any of those that I'm aware of. Him and Mook had a time period. That's over. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think they care about it too much anymore. I think I've seen them both say that. Um Rum Nitty and T Top rematch. I'm definitely watching it, but I'm definitely not holding my breath for it. Let me scroll up a little bit. Let me scroll up a little bit. Okay, let me scroll up a little bit. Okay. I didn't say Easy versus Rock. I'm tripping if I didn't. Yeah, that's a big one. That belongs in that top tier of battles that's still left. Um Somebody said, "Ooh, Hustle and Easy is great." Yeah, that wouldn't be that would be a messy battle, a very messy battle. But y'all like mess, so Danny and Lux is yeah, yeah, yeah. I was hesitant when I read this real quick just now, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I probably do. I want Danny and Lux over Lux and JC. I don't know. I don't know at this point. Yes, I said Jazz and Misfit. Math and Lux. Did I say that? They have history, but I'm not huge on it. I absolutely am paying for it. Take my money, but I'm not begging any league to put it together. Yeah, I said B dot return with Lux, actually. That would be crazy. Yeah, Easy and Rock Hustle. Okay. Hustle and Easy would be electrifying. Clips and Mook. I'm watching it. Listen, I'm a little bit more easy going with my battle rap pay per view money. Like I explained earlier, sometimes I buy streams and I don't even watch them the day of. I'll buy a stream and I just watch. I'll just tune in for the main event, and I'll catch the rest of the battles if I hear that it's worth watching. I'm so busy with my time during the day and the evenings and all that. I don't consume as much battle rap as I used to. I rarely watch battle rap on YouTube these days, to be honest. Like a majority of where I watch battle rap is on somebody's stream because you are selling something that has something that I want to see. I just watch it live and then that's it. You know, like the Easy and Suge card that happened recently, right? Like, of course, I bought that. And I was probably just listening to a bunch of stuff on the background in my Bluetooth. But when Easy and Suge came on, I sat down and I was like, all right, let me focus up. Put it on a big screen and I watched the battle. You know, so Clips and Mook, I don't care for it, to be honest. I don't care for it. Rock and conceded, hell no, I don't want to see. I wouldn't mind a conceded return, but nah, I'm watching it. Remember, I'm a little different where I'll still you can still get my money even though I'm about it. That's how I am. Whatever. I'll hit $50. Let me watch it. Let me check it out. A lot of fans ain't like that. A lot of fans like shit. I got better things to do with my $50. You know what I'm saying? So Ill Will versus Surf. I don't think it has any storyline that I know about. I'm paying for it, but it's not a stop or it's not a stop. Well, when Surf battles, people gonna stop. But you get what I was on when I said the first like 10 matches that I said. You guys see the direction I was going. Cal and Lux rematch. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'll take that. I don't even want to see too many rematches, to be honest. I'm not huge on this. I'm paying for it, but I'm not huge on it. Um, I think it could potentially end up. I think there's some respect that they have for each other, which is fine. There's a lot of classics between people that have respect for each other, but I don't know. I don't know. I like Big K in situations where, like, I watched Big K and Jay Murder the other day. Those I did watch them on YouTube because who they are. I'm such a fan of Big K. I'm such a bad fan of Jay Murder. Jay Murder's another guy that's like one of the guys that's been a part of that RBE front line. Sometimes I forget to say his name and Big K and his name, and I'm mad at myself for that. But because how much I fuck with Big K and Jay Murder, I tuned into their shit. And if you watch that battle, and even some of the promo leading in, Big K and Jay Murder, they had like a lot of respect for each other. I seen like a face off of a stream that they was on together. They were barely talking to each other. Everybody else was talking. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, this can't be promotion for Big K versus Jay Murder because you know what we want to see. We want to see why are you going to win? Why are you going to lose? Why you have a problem? Why you don't? Why you going to be aggressive? That's what we want to see in face offs, right? They didn't have any of that energy towards each other. And even if you pay attention to Big K's career, right? There's a reason why A Ward gets that first round in that performance. He literally didn't like him leading into the battle. He literally had like a thing. That's why Big K and Goods is it would be such a dope battle. They don't like each other. There's not beef. They don't got beef, but they don't like each other. Big K is an energy rapper. You could see him in certain rooms. If the crowd isn't giving him the energy he feels he deserves, sometimes it impacts his performance. He's an energy guy. You know, just pay attention to his performances. You could see it. And if you look at the Jay Murder battle, Big K was giving a good performance. I think Jay Murder had a ridiculous first round, and then Big K had a dope second round. But look at Big K's energy in his third round. After Jay Murder went towards the angle, I think of like Big K missing his friend's funeral or something like that. You could see Big K like a switch was hit, as if he was now it's more personal and I'm mad now. Look at the way he rapped in his third round versus the way he rapped for the first half, the first 2 rounds of the battle. It's night and day. I see this shit. I've been working with that man forever. You know what I'm saying? And I say all that to say, unless they get underneath each other's skin, this could be one of those. We're gonna give you a good performance, but you're gonna leave like there's no grudge, and you know what I mean. Like I like to see Hitman in front of people that are certain angles and matchups, and he has classic grudge matches for a reason. I want to see Big K when it's somebody that he has a thing with. Don't gotta be beef, it don't gotta be I hate you, but has a little history with, you know, because he's such an energy rapper. But anyway, um Cass and Mook, they don't want to do it. The moment that the battlers are saying that we don't want to battle each other, it means something. It means something. I was talking to them about it at one point. I think they would do it. I think battle rap and people are at a place where if the money makes sense, then they will, you know, go and perform and possibly give us a good show, you know, but they don't want to do it. So the money got to move it first and then motivate them. And so I'm cool on Mook and Cassidy. Come on. Come on, man. What are we doing here? We got to put matchups that's within the topic that I'm talking about here about the culture not dwindling or getting certain things. And then it's just like, like we're taking things off the table. And it's like there's less and less for fans to be interested about. So the rematch thing is just not it to me. Once you guys start putting all this Fonz versus Ill Will and this random stuff, you guys are outside of the topic. Appreciate your new point. You see what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Ruin Your Day in the building. Appreciate you, homie. I don't know if you just joined, but we might be closing out the battle rap topic. So go ahead and bring the YouTube cursor back. Rewind. Take it out of the live mode and rewind. But no, I don't care about Sirius versus Mook Neva. See, we're forcing Mook, Surf, Holla, and Cass into some matches that's just like, how about this? We're reaching a little bit, and I'm paying for a lot of it, but we're reaching a little bit, and that's the point. So, you know, I'm curious to see the impact of Hitman versus Mook, and then I want to see the ripple effect. I want to see the momentum that other leagues, TBL, Mook, Hitman, other people that's on that card. I want to see the ripple effect because that's when you're taking the culture and you have a moment that says, we're going to put it here and we're going to leave it there for 6 months or 8 months or a whole year. Because we still talking about you going to get this work. And we just seen Lux go to Howard Stern. That's what I'm talking about, people. Like, so make sure you understand the deeper topic that we kicked this off with. Hitman and Mook should take the culture and say, here, boom. And I want to see the ripple effect, right? I want to see the ripple effect of, all right, this shit really just put us all back where we need to be. The talk, the energy, the buzz, the engagement, the money, the politics, whatever. You know, so shout out to TBL, shout out to Mook, shout out to Hitman.